Hi guys, Wayne's Butler here. I decided I'm going to throw this video together. I just finished watching Dino Lass's review on this Ultimate Collector's Package, and he wanted to hear my opinion. So, you know, Dino Lass is such a highly respected person in the community when it comes to his reviews on Blurays and Hot Toys. That when Dino says jump, I say hi. So I was actually going to do a review on this Ultimate Collector's Package there. I got it about a week ago, especially when I seen what was inside it, but I thought, well, there's guys out there that are much better at doing Blu-ray reviews, so I was kind of leaving it up to them. So, but anyways, Dino inspired me to do this one. But I know right now you're probably not even listening to me, you're probably looking at that thing on the left. It's the beginning of a dioramic base. You know, you knew it was coming. Because it's going in a much smaller showcase, I had to build it, you know, to kind of fit. So I had to pick something that was, you know, would fit inside the case and kind of look half decent. So what you see here is the beginning of a cross section of the gantry, right after Catwoman opens the door, slams it down behind him. As soon as he turns, this is basically the scene that I'm going to try and recreate. Now, like I say, it's somewhat compressed, but not too bad. It's probably about an inch narrower than it needs to be, but like I said, it has to fit inside this showcase. So I figured I'm going to try to build enough awesomeness into it so you won't really notice that. I still got a lot more to do. I still got to do the mesh here. I got these 1/8 dowels. I got to create, you know, a mesh, recreate that door, and you know, got to put the railing in. And I got the mesh here on the bottom to, you know, recreate that mesh that's in the gantry. I'm going to be putting the light down underneath this so it shines up, bathes the bottom of the Batman in light. Do a little something on the top here with the case. And I'm going to rust the shit out of it, which I love to do. I love recreating rust, as you can see by some of my past dioramas. So, and then I got on the front there, I actually did this quite some time ago. I recreated a mold. I got a rubber mold of the bat symbol, so I don't have to keep using the DSO2 ones, which is only 3 of them. So that's kind of stupid. So, you know, I can, you know, make a bat symbol anytime I want, which I have. And I'll put it on the front there. I'm going to rust it all in. I got the jewels here, as you can see. I'm going to recreate rivet work. I've already done, I'm doing progress pics on this. It's in progress. So what I'm going to be doing once I'm done, I'm going to be doing, you know, how I normally do it, slideshow, vid, HD pictures, with the, you know, how this thing was thrown together. But the reason for the season is this lovely package here. Now, I actually got this, I think I got it the day right after the Hottoys Batman, which was kind of poetic. But this particular package here is actually, unlike the UK release, just solid cardboard. You don't have that window in there, which is, you know, it would have been nice to have the window. And the way they package it or stack it in the box, it's actually different than the UK release. They don't roll this up, which I like. It's frameable. Christopher Nolan, he talks about the history of him, you know, making the trilogy. It's a nice read. It's frameable, like I said. Nice. What really blew me away was how they packaged the CDs here in this booklet. High gloss. Yeah, it begins. The picture on the CD actually blends in with the picture on the book, which is a nice little touch. And we get the Darkknight X special editions. Like a lot of these out there, I probably have about 3 or 4 copies in Blu-rays of these movies, but because they all come with something a little different. And you got Rises there, the special edition. But what? The other thing that blew me away was the special edition. Let me talk about that for a minute. Now, I've watched that quite often, probably once every night, because you learn so much. There's so much extra stuff that you've never seen before, at least in any of the extras. They get into the backstory from the very, very beginning, very in depth. You get to see a bit more of Begins. We never really got a decent Begins extra package, so there's a lot about Begins. You know, how they come up with the movie, and you know, all the standard stuff that, you know, a lot of you Bat fans out there probably already know. And then, you know, you get into the production, and then you know, they talk about you know, all the actors, you know, how they were, you know, talked into doing the movie. I think Morgan Freeman, he didn't really want to do it at first. Nolan actually didn't think he was going to show up, but he did, and thank to all of us that he did. And another scene that I thought, I don't want to tell you everything, I don't want to spoil it for you, but just some key scenes in it that I thought were interesting and worth mentioning. The other one was Christian Bale actually wore Val Kilmer's bat suit for his screen test, and it's quite comical to see. And another thing that I didn't know, that actually, I think it's pronounced Cillian Murphy was actually read for Batman before Christian Bale did. And obviously he played, actually, when you see the screen test, he actually played a really good Bruce Wayne, and I guess because they were so blown away by his performance that Nolan talked the studio in giving him another role, which, you know, as we know, he played the Scarecrow. And you know, a few other things I don't want to spoil for you. And then the second part of the disc, there's not an interview, but a conversation between Nolan and Richard Donner from Superman. I talked about how he was inspired by Superman and how he actually, you know, how there's some similarities. So they discuss shop, if you will. I thought it was very interesting. So if you're a Superman fan and you're a fan of Donner's version of Superman, it's definitely, again, a nice little addition on this package. And then basically it just goes through all the IMAX scenes from Dark Knight, and then it goes through all the IMAX scenes from Dark Knight Rises. And that's basically the disc. And like I said, it's well worth the price of admission. And then you get into the book here, which I thought was extra cool. Again, all high-res pictures, photographic quality, glossy pictures. Am I even in frame here, guys? Yeah, I guess it's good enough. So yeah, I just, you know, just a nice little package. Just really love it. But you guys who are Bat fans should get this if you haven't already. And the next layer, oh, I didn't put the ribbon in right. Good thing I have a long fingernail. I won't get into that. It's not what you think, guys. A couple guys had mentioned it. Mondo pictures here. Ra's al Ghul, men fear most what they cannot see. Scarecrow, there's nothing to fear but fear himself. See yourself become the villain. Two-Face, my favorite Joker. Some men just want to watch the world burn. And Bane, sometimes the pit sends something back. Nice. Very nice. And there's one more layer, guys. You already know what's coming. And last layer, which is actually the first layer on the UK release, Hot Wheels. You got the pod, the bat, and the tumbler. Nicely detailed for this, you know, for the scale. The bat comes with a little stand. I don't know if I'll ever actually take them out of the package. I might one day. And just everything fits in there nice. And you get your code. Doesn't mean diddly squat to me. Doesn't work in Canada. And everything fits back. Nice and neat with a nice little bow. $80, Best Buy. And I have to say, it is a good buy. Really good buy. For you Bat fans, a must-have. A must-have. And just my final thoughts. The Hottoys Batman. Well, still loving it. As you can tell, I'm building a diorama, so I have to love it in some level. I still think it's the best recreation of the Dark Knight figure to date. I know people out there have a different opinion on the figure, and that's cool. You know what I mean? No problem with that. God knows that I've never really given Batman a pretty fair shake in some of my past reviews. It's probably my first Batman review where I actually gave it positive out of the gate. But I had to go through some growing pains with it for the first few days, and kind of torn between that and the Beast, and seeing the two in the room together, and you know what I mean. So, but I just like looking at the figure and seeing some things. As each time I look at it, I see something that I didn't see the day before. I actually was kind of bummed initially. I thought it didn't have any carbon fiber on it, but just the way the lighting is and the way they do the carbon fiber, they don't paint it on. It's actually kind of there, and they put like a clear film, like a clear vinyl-y film over the top of it, which why it feels kind of rubbery when you push it. But I'd rather have that, because the way they used to do it, they used to paint the carbon fiber on, and it used to always wear off where the belt is, and stuff like that. So this is a far, far better way of doing the carbon fiber, and far more durable. I think the suit is durable. I think the figure is going to last. The fact that the joints are tight on it, even the ankle joints. I know I said in my review that the ankles didn't pivot side to side, but they do. They're just really stiff that day, and obviously it's a new figure, so I didn't want to push it, but actually I was playing with it one day and the ankle actually turned, and it's like, oh shit, good. But this figure will stand without using a stand, which it's fantastic, because we rarely ever get a figure that will do that. And it will be great for this diorama that I'm building, because I don't have to use a crotch grabber, which I hate. I hate crotch grabbers, because it spoils that sight line between the legs. I'd rather have something that you can't really see. But, stands are kind of like cheap insurance, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how good a car driver you are. You'd be stupid to drive without insurance, and that's what, a stand is. But, like I say, with this quarter scale Hottoys Batman, no problem. Sleep well at night. At least the one that I got. I'm really, really happy that the joints are all stiff on it. And ratcheted too, and I like how Hottoys did the ratchet. And I think I've covered everything, guys, so big shout out to Dino. Thanks for the inspiration for doing this video, and we'll work away at this diorama. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I'm really busy at work, and I'm doing everything indoors. You can see my kitchen. Actually remind me of when I was doing the interrogation room, which what my kitchen actually looked like. But anyways, guys, Wayne's Butler signing off. Peace and love to all.